Had a little blow up during a Louisville game. Can you talk about that?
No, I'm not talking about that. Didn't happen. What's next?
Talk about your linebackers moving guys around, Taylor and Tyler and some of those guys.
Well,
Reason behind that.
Coming out of the Louisville game, we thought we had to have a little bit more production at the linebacker spot. So it's a combination of two things. One, we wanted to see if Bud could play inside linebacker. It wouldn't have mattered. It wasn't a slam dunk. It wasn't up for sure. But more than anything, it was a promotion of Taylor Windham. It was how can we find a way to get Bud and Taylor on the field at the same time. Taylor's a veteran. He's a fifth-year kid. He's done so many things to help our defense here, for 5 years. So it really was about a promotion rather than a demotion. And so I told Joe, I said, look, I just think Bud can do this, so let's give it a shot. That's kind of the way we looked at it. Didn't know if he could. So he had a crash course last week of playing well linebacker, and then he still, unfortunately, Rob Peter to pay Paul, he still has to work at both the rush and the will. And that's a mouthful. There's guys that don't know what to do at will, been here for 2 years, and he did it for 4 days. Shows you his football aptitude. He's a pretty sharp kid. And we're going to keep rolling with it right now and see if he can keep improving, keep that, not experiment, but that role of us going, as Taylor on the field and Bud on the field. And we got to bring other guys along. See, right now, we've said all along, we lost a lot of production on the second line. And so we're trying to find playmakers. Got a guy like Avery. Miles Simpson had a good game the other night, but we got, it was a game that Josh Forrest could have really used. Where everybody got reps, except Josh. He was injured. And so we had a chance to play a lot of kids. We're going to keep playing simple last week. We could play a lot of guys. We played guys in the game that didn't even practice with the defense all week. That's how simple we were. Just hopefully anticipating an opportunity game that we could get in our favor and play those guys like that, So this program needs to be all about developing players. And when you lose all your guys at once, like we did, with really no significant backup. Avery's the only guy that got reps last year of this whole group. And it shows during the game time. It showed in Louisville. Our guys were wide-eyed and not played a whole lot of ball. We didn't make a bowl game last year. We didn't get all the extra reps, for preparation for a year in advance. And that showed. And so we had to scale back a little bit because our guys do better with less. We don't stay on the field a long time, so we got to make that fit a little bit. And so we'll just move forward. We're going to be challenged this week, with the hard-nosed physical football team, and we got to answer that challenge.
How important is it for people to be patient with the kind of a young offense, and how hard has it been for you to be patient with?
Well, as coaches, we want everything now. We've been in this thing a long time. We really, our positions are different places. Our front is hampered by the lack of experience at linebacker because, they're the veterans. They need to hear the calls properly, get lined up, let's go, and then they get frustrated because they don't hear that all the time. So it's kind of a catch-22, but they're also our strength. They're also the guys that need to anchor us down and make it easier to coach a bunch of youngsters when they're at the young linebacker. So it'll keep coming together. We've got experience on 3 or 4 guys on the back end, and all of a sudden we drop all the way off to a bunch of freshmen, So there's big generation gaps right now in defense. We got guys that have been to the wars, and we got guys that ain't even crossed the sea yet.
So what's the challenge with the line?
Well, the one thing is you're looking at a senior. The guy's been in this system now for 3 years. And it's always tough to play veteran quarterbacks, as we all know here. Look at our 2010, lost a great quarterback, had to break in a new quarterback. So you remember those years when you had senior quarterbacks and how well your offense has a chance to function. And I'm sure that's what they're counting on. They miss Rainey, but I'll tell you what, they got some good young runners to put around him. Their schemes are not overly complicated in a sense that they try to get the ball to the guys that can make plays. And the quarterback does that. He gets the ball where it belongs, He doesn't get sacked very often because they time release the ball so fast. They just kind of dink and dunk and get the ball where it belongs. They do enough run actions, keep him on the edge. Use his legs wisely. Don't run him a great deal as an option style of quarterback, but it's there every now and then if they really want to take a shot. But for the most part, he's a wise veteran that knows where to get the ball to him.
Rick, you touched on it a little bit, but what kind of strides did you make in terms of the things that are harder for us to see in terms of communication, alignment, those type of things from week 1 to week 2?
Well, it was so much better. One, we didn't try to do as many things. We tried to settle down just a little bit, and that's up to me to scale it back enough for the guys can understand it and make calls under fire. And we didn't do it very well the first game. We did so much better the second game. And then knowing that we were going to play a whole lot of guys, we had to make it possible. You know, you're only as strong as your weakest link, so you had to make sure that anybody and everybody that got out there would have a chance to make simplistic calls. And we'll grow. We'll advance. There's a lot of good things in our package you'd like to do that we'll perhaps grow into someday. But for now, it's about lining up right, tackling, block protection, striking people, seeing the ball thrown, making money down plays, stopping the run, which we're still not doing great. We gave up 2 X's. You know, the run stats are a little bit misleading. You know, it's easy to say and blast us because we're not stopping the run. Well, we take that as a hit, but you know, the 180 yards, 109 on 35 carries. That's the way we look at it. We can correct the X plays. I know exactly what happened on both runs that accounted for 74 yards. The other 30-plus runs accounted for 3.1 per game, per game. So there's things to build on that's good. Yet if you just read the stats, you say, well, that's 6 yards a run, not very good. You know, when you're giving up X runs, there's good stories and bad stories with that because they're pinpointed problems. And if you can eliminate those problems, then you're not doing that bad overall. And that's kind of the way that game was. We shut them down decent other than 2 runs. So we got to correct those 2 runs so we can hold people down into that 3.5 per rush.
Folks, we need to get to our players.